So bring yourself from where you've been, if it's the past or the future, into now, and do that by watching the breath. And then after you've done your sighs and your yawns, bring your attention to the breath. Through the nose, slowly in, slowly out. And then move into calibration. Pay attention. Calibration meaning awareness of. To calibrate, to pay attention. It's an engineering term as well. And notice your senses. Where's my senses? So we could start with the first dragon and go, well, where's my imagination and thinking? And just look at it as you breathe. It might be right here in the emptiness. But if it isn't, it's okay. Watch the senses, just check them. So check the thoughts and imaginings. Check where your emotion is. Where's my emotion? Don't judge it, just be aware of it. And then bring it into the breath and breathe into it. And whatever you bring in, where your imaginings are, where your thinking is, where your stillness is, where your senses are, where your emotion is, just breathe into it. Gently, just put breath into it. Breathe it in like you're getting a deep tissue massage or something. Just allow the muscles to be pushed into, and just breathe into the thinking, breathe into the senses, breathe into your mind. Just breathe in. And if there's anything there that is unpleasant and or concerning or stressed or not, but if it is, just breathe into it. Just imagine breathing into it and come into now. And if you look around, either externally and or internally, at your immediate environment where you are, where you find yourself, you'll find there's nothing in there that's stressful. It's just a space. So the only place stress really exists is in your thinking and imaginings, in the first dragon. So just breathe into it, knowing that whatever's before you, comfortable, uncomfortable, or in between, it's just information or not information. It's okay. You've always dealt with it. Always. So whatever it is before you that's impossible, hard, high, long, tall, deep, shallow, whatever, just breathe into it. It's just whatever it is. It's just your imaginings viewing what you think is before you. But as you look at the space, just come into the now and breathe into it. And then imagine it's Monday. Time dances through the space or across the space. Just notice this. Just be aware. We're already into January, and the way we measure time. It's funny, they do different timelines in some countries. You know, our timeline in the linear west is a very linear space, very straight up and down. We call it perfect or aligned. But if you go to Bali, they run a 13-month year. In fact, the ancient wisdoms, if you go back, the Aztecs, the old ways, 13 months. I guess we were in a hurry and made it 12. I don't quite know, but it's funny because the 13 is actually a sacred number. It's aligned with the universal intelligence, and the 1 and the 3, the 1 being the masculine and the 3 being the feminine. And some of you will know a lot more about that than me. I just know 13 is a lovely number. And even though in our way, our being the Western model, we sort of made 13 superstitious, and we don't do 13th floors and all that sort of stuff, but it's really silly because it's an incredibly beautiful number of the masculine and feminine. It's the dance, and some would say we tried to eradicate the feminine in the balance of the 13 and got scared of it. But the 13, or the balance between the masculine and feminine, and more, I imagine it's so much more wisdom a part of that. is the feminine is a gorgeous space, and each of us inhabits it. And then that goes through to the beautiful dichotomy of it, into the beautiful women and the femininity of nature. And then there's the masculine, and it's energy, and its aliveness, and its action, and its outcome drivenness, and all that goes with it. But within each of us is this beautiful balance. And if we can bring that 13 or the balance in to January, here we are, beginning the year, we could just slowly watch our breath and bring ourselves through being in the now and witness this week before us. So just imagine bringing a map out and throw it on a table or a bench or a place, and gather round the map of this week, 7 days, and look at it and just go, hey, there's a space that I'm walking into in the increment of a week. And just imagine as you look at it and breathe gently that it's an empty space, it's a void. You haven't been there yet, you're just starting, you're just edging in. And start to increase your breath just gently, but just gently bring it in and let it go. Start to bring energy and aliveness and presence to this week, the emptiness. And imagine, before you actually experience the full experience of the week, just walk in now, or travel in with the speed of thought, and look at it and feel it and breathe into it, and bring your state of emotion, your state of senses, bring your mind's clarity and emptiness, bring who you've become to be today, bring all your wisdom, bring all of your knowledge, your knowing, into this empty space, and let go anything that is disheveled, resentful, unpleasant, unforgiven, story, drama, and just take the wisdom, take the learning, and bring it into this week, into the void of it, and imagine just traveling into it. Maybe hop on the back of the dragon of thought and imaginings, the first dragon. Maybe there's 2 of them, the emotional one, and then just ride into the week and scout it before you travel it, as the week unfolds. Just go out and skirt it, ride the fence line, travel the shores, go and have a scan, walk the Formula One track before you go to the race later. Whatever it is, whatever the energy required, just go out and have a look around. Take any little stones or pebbles off the track, or just walk it and familiarize yourself with it. Get a sense of the weather, the mood. Fly over it with your dragon. Look around. And if you were to embed anything, embed your stillness, embed your breath. And when you get to 30 or 40 breaths, hold on the out breath. Hold and sit in the stillness wherever you are, traveling your fence line, traveling your week, and look around. And as you do, just gather a sense of intention. Not so much having to always be goal driven, just who you bring to it, and the state that you bring to influence it. To influence it with integrity. To influence it from your values. To influence it from the beliefs that you hold deep down that align with your values. To influence with your movement, your actions, your doing. To influence with your awareness throughout the week. Where's my awareness? Where am I paying attention? And notice that in the dance of it, there'll be distractions. There'll be being pulled to pay attention to something. Some of it's useful, some of it's not useful. But just look and decide, and then attend to it, or just push it aside and breathe into where your attention is most useful. And as you walk the week, look at it, and then just take a snapshot of the outcome you choose to have. Be audacious. And then just place that outcome at next Monday and complete, and just place it there like you put, well, an image, a vision that's multi-sensory alive, and then run another breath. You know what to do. Find a lovely rhythm, a rhythm of your breath, and then look at the week, and then bring your attention back to now, sitting quietly, and I'll take you to a magic place. Run another breath. And as you do, just allow yourself to come into the now and let go your body, let go your left brain, let go your details, let go your consciousness, and allow the emptiness to travel you if you were to dive in to, well, a deeper place. And just gently allow yourself to dive in to an empty place, wherever that is for you, empty and yet filled with potential. It's funny, really, because potential is emptiness, and then you bring intention to it, and you start to influence the emptiness and magnify it and shape it and design it and transform it. And as you dive deeper, allow yourself to dive deeper as you do into you, because you are the influencer. You are the state. The outcomes will reflect as you allow yourself to do more breaths, and then go to 30, 40, 50, and then do a hold on the out breath and stay still and get the rhythms going of your breathing, and let go and allow yourself to dive in deeper. And if you find yourself in a lagoon or a deep space of consciousness, or somewhere else, deep in a forest, deep in the ocean, deep in a cave, deep somewhere, to dive deep, to allow yourself to let go of holding on, to let go of holding on, to let go of holding on too tight, to let go and allow, to let go and let God, to let go and let the divine, to let go and let go and allow that which is the unconscious realm, and dive into the magic lands, the beautiful realms. Let go and allow the realms of color to envelop you and dive through them as the colors come before you, and then dive in like through the ocean or the lagoon or the deep space or down the deep hole, the beautiful space of the cave. Not a dark cave, not a scary cave, a playful cave, a cave of potential, a lagoon of potential, clarity, beauty, stunning, the mind open in allowance. You know enough. You've gathered enough. You know enough. You can find out more, but you know enough to facilitate what you want to intend. You know enough to facilitate what you want to intend. And as a plane or an eagle or a dragon flies forward, it feels the aerodynamics of its wings connect with the air, the space, the emptiness. And the law of lift takes place above the law of gravity. And you find that you lift off, you elevate. And as you rise, soaring forward through time, allow yourself into the emptiness, and you might find yourself somewhere like an ancient place, perhaps a room or a doorway in the side of a mountain, or a deeply beautiful cave under the lagoon where you find yourself on a platform. And of course, I know you know, a doorway appears, doorways appear, doorways appear. I love doorways. You go in, you go out, you arrive or you leave. Doorways are wonderful to enter spaces. And as you dive deeper through the doorway that appears before you, finding yourself even more deeply connected to potential. And that's right. And if you were to allow yourself to recognize the potential in you, that sacred, unique, double helix DNA, that magical you, connecting, recognizing, oh my God, hello, to the potential of the infinite, the universe, the magic emptiness. And notice the potential in you finding its resonance, the key of David, perhaps, the sacred frequencies, the colors, the sounds, the magical formulas, the Fibonacci's, the magical numbers. And go, you find that particular place, that particular place. That's right, that particular place where the resonance of your uniqueness, potential, touches, whispers around the universe's infinite potential, and it recognizes itself, and it starts to make a sound. It starts to make a sound, a hum, a resonance, an orchestra, a particular instrument perhaps, or just the sound of a bird, maybe the sound of the ocean lapping on a shore, perhaps the sound of a breeze whispering through a forest, perhaps the sound of an eagle soaring up and down a beach, perhaps the sound of sails flapping on an ancient craft, sailing across the oceans to ancient lands. Perhaps the sound, but it's the right sound and harmony as the other instruments, or the one instrument, or the sacred space the instrument conjures, that you find yourself through that door, walking into the most beautiful sound. Might be silence. And as you do, and your potential steps in and recognizes itself reflected in the space, and the space recognizes you. And there's this joyous union, this joyous recognition, this wonderful connection. Old friends. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you. Oh my gosh, it's good to catch up. I love this. Oh my God, it's good to see you. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's create. I love this. Infinite potential in me. Connecting with infinite potential in infinite potential in infinite potential. Recurring. That's right. Listen. And then imagine a thought, and imagine the vision of the end of this week or the future starting to vibrate. Imagine the connection of the intention as it connects with the infinite potential in you and in the space, connecting with this week's creation, this year's creation, this time, the Don Mecca of all assets, time, and you put intention into time, into the Don Mecca of all assets. The true wealth, time and intention. The wealth, and then you bring it to moments, to your friend, the infinite potential. And you bring it in you, and you say yes to it. You say yes, go on, say yes to it, because be open as you find yourself in your sacred space, and just allow yourself to sit quietly. And put your, sometimes in ancient ways, I grew up in New Zealand, so the Maori way is to connect with a friend by putting our foreheads together, or our noses, and rubbing, and just saying te nakoi. Hello. I touch your forehead with my forehead, and I connect with you. Put your head on the forehead of the infinite potential and connect, and allow it to embrace you. Feel the embrace, the joy, the wonder, the unconditional love, the joy, the recognition of you, that unique frequency that only you can bring. The universe goes, oh my God, my child, my son, my daughter, my friend, my lover. Oh, and allow yourself to breathe into it. And if you want to run another breath, breathe in, connect, because in the air you breathe is what I mean. In the air you breathe is the space in between. In the air you breathe is the space of the deepness. Connect with it. Go deep. Go even deeper now. And allow your potential and all that you've gathered in wisdom and all the experiences you've gathered and all the memories in your muscles and all the memories in your intellect and all the memories, the reflections, the reminiscences, all the joy of the journeys, the knowing, the not knowing. And thinking of the little hobbit, if one was to. And Gandalf says, we're going on a journey, and the Hobbit says, but I don't want to leave my little routines. I don't want to leave my cups of tea and my scones. I don't want to leave elevensies. Oh, but Mr. Hobbit, there's much to be done, and you have a special set of gifts. And you must come. Oh, will there be dragons? Will it be scary? Will I die? Will it be frightening? Well, perhaps. But it might be mystical, magical, wonderful. And you remember all your little friends out here in Magic Land, all the friends, the elves, the characters, being together. Adventure, you know, Mr. Hobbit, adventure as you potentially relate to your potential, relating to the potential. And as you dive in and say yes to the journey, get ready. Allow yourself to be open. So any decision you made in the past that in any way hesitated you, that in any way restricted you, in any way held you back, doubt, hesitation, fear, a little bit of scaredness. Just look at it and go, yes, the unknown is a magical place. And if it wasn't exciting and your heart raced a little and you got a little bit excited, well, it wouldn't be an adventure. But you bring a magic set of skills. And you know what? You've always overcome difficulty. You've always overcome the unknown. Always. That's how you're here. And with the skills you have now, you don't have to repeat that which was lost in a not so useful way. And you can connect in with skill, awareness, clarity, good decisions. So as you look at this week before you, from wherever you are now, you could connect with the part that knows you've got this, that knows you've got this, the part that knows. You know how you know you know? Like if I say your name or you say your name, you know you know. And if I say the name, it isn't your name, you'll know it's not your name because there's a part of you that knows. And there's a feeling that goes with knowing. It's like, no, that's not right. Or, no, I know my name's, I know it is. I know. So connect with the knowing. Allow yourself to breathe gently now into the knowing. And just say my name, such and such, or I know where I am. And just connect with the feeling, the knowing, the recognition of knowing. It's also part of knowing it's right. It's also part of the feeling that goes with knowing it's the right decision or the wrong one. And allow yourself to connect with your knowing. I know you've got this. Just feel into it. I know you've got this. And as you connect more to the potential in you that's got this, see, when you're in the alignment of potential, aligned with infinite potential, when you allow yourself to be that particular sound, when you allow yourself to be in permission, the universe recognizes it. It's just that if you consciously recognize it and bring your awareness to it and go, I see you. I see you. That just makes it particularly more delicious. Like the taste of a passion fruit or an orange or fine juicy grapes or a succulent piece of chocolate mixed with a succulent strawberry perhaps. perhaps. I don't know. And if one is to imagine something savory, perhaps, or something sweet and delicious, or something just yummy, or sipping on a fine drink, one could allow yourself to connect with the sensual nature of being you as you breathe in, bringing sensuality to your week, bringing aliveness, bringing fun and play, looking at the sky, the birds, looking at the, well, if you really look closely, the fine dragons soaring across the sky. The magic lands, the beautiful imagination, the infinite realm of potential requires the imagination because that's what it is. Infinite potential emptiness filled with imagination. And then your particular frequency touches in. And oh my, what a journey. So worthwhile, so absolutely worthwhile. So important, so absolutely important. And as you recognize you stepping into the potential, notice that you are incredibly valuable. Incredibly valuable. Sacred. And if you were to remember that now, you've got to allow yourself to dive deeper into that particular uniqueness and allow yourself to touch into it, just gently breathing into it. I'm beautiful, I'm whole, I'm perfect, I'm strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, I'm happy, I'm prosperous. And just bur bahaswa, tat savitur varenya, pagoda vasya damahe, joyana prachotaya. The beautiful Gayatri mantra. And just as you breathe in and allow the sacred nature of it all to open to you, just say yes. It's open to you anyway. Just say yes. And by the way, it's only been your hesitation, not the infinite potential, that has in any way restricted you in the past. Your hesitation. The unknown is a marvelous place. And as you bring your potential to it, you bring, well, clarity. You've got this. You know what to do. And as you do that, I want you now to just imagine your businesses, your commerce, your busyness, your commerce, your flow, and just notice it and look at it. And love it. Look at it. As we said recently, what does your business need from you? What would it say? Please, would you give me this? Please, would you turn up and stop avoiding me? Please, would you be here with me? And what would your partner say? What would your children say? What would your best friends say? What would, you know, please? And ask it with attention. What do you need? And then go into yourself and say, what do you need? What do I need? What do I need? And then surround yourself with people who care about you and what you need, because you care about them and what they need. It's a reciprocal arrangement. So as you breathe in now to the now, and allow yourself to just look at that map again before you, if you were to remember. The map of this week. An adventure, an incredible journey. Some of it's connected to past pathways as you find yourself looking at this adventure, looking at the terrain. How do I get across that river? How do I forge that mountain? Who do I need on my trek? Am I in a resting moment? Am I in a forging moment? Wherever you are, look at your map and just make any adjustment. And notice you have all the equipment you need. You're amazing. You're amazing. I patronize you not. You're amazing. So take some sighs. Take some yawns. Allow yourself to recognize this week before you, and then find yourself stepping at the beginning of it, looking around, opening your eyes, coming forward from wherever you've been. And take your time, but not too long. And if you choose to share in this conversation, please, it always benefits everyone. Thank you for being here and trusting me.